Hey, it's Erica, and welcome to this full body metabolic conditioning workout where we're going to complete 2 circuits of strength and cardio exercises to build total body muscle endurance, strength, control, and cardiovascular capacity. You'll need a mat and a range of light to heavy weights. Your warm-up and cool down are included. Want to help us continue creating free workouts? Join the Fitness Blender channel membership on YouTube and get access to exclusive workout videos plus 5, 10, and 30-day challenges, or become an FB Plus subscriber on fitnessblender.com for unlimited access to all of our exclusive workouts, training programs, and subscriber-only features at the best price. Warming up, we have 4 exercises, 45 seconds each. We're going to start by doing a hinge with a reach overhead, so cover up those ears. And then as you come to stand, you're going to flip your palms up and really flex those biceps as that elbow comes backwards. So as we reach forward, we're really sticking that booty out behind us. And then as we come up, we're squeezing. So make sure you're sitting far enough back into that kind of imaginary chair while you put the majority of your weight in those heels. Reach, 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 and pull it in. Remember to consciously flex on those biceps. Create that fist. Create that resistance through your muscles. Noticing how your back is feeling, how your core is feeling, how your hamstrings are feeling. And we're getting ready to come into a deep squat. And we're going to do some alternating openers at the bottom. So you're going to reach up, open up that shoulder. Kind of feel that stretch down the deep part of your side here. Come to a stand, reach overhead, and right back down. So you're planting that hand on the floor, reaching straight up from that hand, and back to the top. Reach nice and tall. This one feels so good to just warm up that back. Get any kinks worked out. Alrighty, alternating reverse lunge with a twist. So let's just try to nail down that reverse lunge first. So alternating reverse lunge. And then you can go ahead and add that twist as you're at the bottom. So you can come towards the bottom, little twist over that front leg. So if you have your right leg forward, you're also twisting to the right. Make sure as you twist, you're staying really stable and square through your lower body. And then just create that twisting movement from your core. No need to yank. Just even that tiny movement just really activates that stability through the midsection. And last warm-up exercise, we're going to come down to the mat. We're going to do a bear hold. So you're hovering those knees off of the floor, coming to a plank, and you're going to tap those toes out to each side, dip those knees back down, back up to the plank. Really being mindful of that core positioning. Hovering the knees, coming up to the plank, keeping those shoulders over the hands. And we are almost there, almost complete with our warm-up. Feeling that full body fired up. Alrighty, we are all finished with the warm-up. If there's anything else you want to do, go ahead, do it now, and we're going to get into this express workout. All right, we have 2 circuits of 3 exercises. Each circuit is going to be completed twice, 45 on, 15 off. Between the circuits, we'll have a longer 45-second rest. We are going to start by doing an alternating single leg deadlift. So you're going to grab some heavier weights, and we're going to be trading off as we float that leg behind into that, I guess technically an RDL. But let's go ahead, plant those feet in the floor, let one leg point and float behind. You're going to hinge at the hips. Bring those feet together as you come to the other side. So really important here that you are trying to stay in control of your balance. You can move slow. That's really our goal on these strength exercises to really maximize that muscle usage. Try to be mindful of that leg behind you. Trying to straighten it, either flex or I can't even get my words out. Point or flex that toe behind you, that foot. Coming up, we're going to have our first 15-second rest. And then we're going to be moving on to bicep curls. I'm actually going to be using these same weights, but I'm going to shake my hands out. So whatever you want to use for bicep curls. That's our second exercise here in this first circuit. So we have arms planted by our side, elbows really hugging in around the ribs, coming up to flex with those biceps, controllably lowering. Now the heat is really going to kick up in this next exercise, where we're going to do a little bit more cardio. You're going to be able to see by the end of this, about 12.5-minute workout, how it's feeling very cardio intensive while also continuing to work many of the muscles in our whole body. So a slight bend in those knees for some cushion, making sure you're not arching too much through your low back. We've got that rib to hip connection going on. Getting ready for that 15-second rest. And we're going to be doing some plank pendulums. So we got a little sneak peek at this in the warm-up. We're going to be in a plank, and we're going to alternate with those toes to the side. So home base is to start in that plank. You can do some alternating tap outs, and then you can pick up the pace as needed. So you can start at this level, and then as you get tired, you can slow it down. Or you can just stay at that pace the whole way through. Feeling that upper body really fire up. A lot of energy is going into those shoulders. We've got about 15 more seconds. Hang in there. Make sure you're not sagging those hips or pointing them up to the sky. Engage that core. Very good. And just like that, we are back to the top. So we only have 15-second rest here. One more time through. And then we'll get a 45-second rest before our second circuit. So rolling those shoulders down and back, letting one leg float behind, finding our balance on that one leg, and then we alternate. So really important here, you're hugging those shoulder blades together. That way we don't let those weights chase our upper body to the floor. We stay nice and open through the chest. So you're probably feeling it now. I'm feeling pretty out of breath coming back to the top of this set. And that's intended. That last interval really spiked our heart rate. Try to even it out on both sides. Woo! Lost my balance on the last interval. It's all right. Shake out those hands if you're using those same weights. Otherwise, we are doing an interval of bicep curls again. So set it up with the lower body. I always like to check in with what that low back and core is doing before I even put my intention into my upper body. Elbows really stay anchored to the sides. And then we're really ready to hone in on those biceps. Not just through the contraction, not just through the lifting, but as we controllably lower as well. I encourage you to really slow down as you lower. See how much different that feels. A few more seconds. Okay, carefully lower, and we are into the planks again. So hardest version, you are moving quickly, jumping those legs back and forth, or you can step it out. Both versions are available to you. You would also have the option as well to come to your knees and just kind of tap those knees out to the side. And I really want you to hone in on your hips here. We don't want to be bending at our side like we're doing an oblique crunch. We really want to practice that stability. So you're staying nice and level through those hips. They're staying very stationary. And we're in our final 10 seconds. You are almost there. You're almost to that longer rest. Make this worth it. Whew. Are we feeling it? Because I'm feeling it. This express workout is doing work already. We have this longer rest, and then we just have one more circuit to go. So that's how express workouts go, but we get a lot out of the time. So for this first exercise in our next circuit, or last circuit, we're going to see a landmine row. You have a single dumbbell pulling it up. When it's at your chest, you're going to stand to a goblet squat. So I'm going to go, let's see, pretty heavy here. I'm actually going to use one of my bigger sets of weights. One heavy dumbbell. Let's hinge at the hips. Let's row up, hold it, bring it up to the goblet, and then into the squat. So you're trading off here. Notice that weight is going right around those ribs, and then you're kind of popping it up in front of the chest. Remember those form cues from the warm-up about our hinge. Sit back far enough into those heels. Send that booty back. And really feel that back working when you're hinged over. We want to work the intended muscles. And I know there's a lot of them working in this one between the upper and lower body. All right, I'm going to grab one medium weight for tricep extensions, whatever you'd usually use for an overhead tricep extension. And we're going to be adding in a reverse crunch. So as you're doing that tricep extension, we're also doing that tap with those toes. This can kind of be mentally hard to sync. So if you want to do one at a time to get your flow, that's absolutely fine. Otherwise, my biggest form cue for you here, as we're syncing these two movements, is to not let that low back pop off the floor. If it does, I should only be able to fit maybe a coin underneath your back because it's really pressing into the floor. It's really going to make that core work extra hard. And now we're into another cardio move. We're actually coming back to a stand. We're going to do some jumping lunges while adding a twist like we saw in the warm-up. Options here, you can step it out. You can also follow me and jump together. I'm trying to see what angle to show you it from. Jump together and then into the other side. Or you could truly do the jumping lunge version. Remember, we don't want to burn ourselves out completely on this first interval. So try to pace yourself. Utilize those modifications. We want to strike that balance between strength and cardio, pushing those limits. We're almost there. Okay. Very humbling this short MetCon workout is. We are right back to the goblets and the rows. Catch your breath. So we're hinging over. We're doing that row, lifting that upper body, sinking it into the squat. For me, this is the hardest transition of the sets. It's when we're coming off of that cardio and we're right back in to that slow, heavy lifting. But we got it. Keep breathing. Move intentionally. All right, and we are right into our floor exercise again. So we are back to those tricep extensions with the reverse crunch. I really want you to focus on the tricep extension first. So we have those elbows a little behind our shoulders and we are hinging, okay? Now that we've got that tricep extension down, we can add that reverse crunch. So I'm keeping that bend in my legs, just like it's a tabletop, and bringing those toes closer to the floor. You also don't need to fully tap if it's making that back come off. Once those elbows are in place, keep them there. You are strong. You can keep going. Before you know it, we're going to be done. We only have one more interval to go, and we're back to those lunges. Hardest version, you are just jumping the whole time between those lunges. You could stop in the middle and regroup, or you can step it out. You could totally take out any sort of jumping. Oh my gosh. So stay in your zone here. Find your stride, as they would say. Any runners out there? Make sure you're not yanking on that core. Doesn't need to be a very big twist. Just needs to be intentional. Okay, final 10 seconds. Pick your version. You can always speed it up if you're not jumping at all. Try to even it out. Oh, and there we are. Okay, let's go right into a water break and I'll see you for the cool down. All right, bring it to a stand. We're going to start standing for our cool down. We have 5 exercises, 35 seconds each. We're going to plant those feet in the floor and we're just going to let those arms just exist and we're going to twist at our trunk. I like to call these washing machine arms. Just shaking it out. Letting things loosen up, continuing to breathe and catch your breath. Maybe you want to kind of take some steps here to just keep that lower body moving as you come down from that very quick but intense workout that added up very quickly once we hit that first cardio move. All right, let's get into the lower body. We're going to stretch out those hamstrings. We're going to do, I was going to say alternating, but you can really hold here to feel that in your hamstring, feel that in your calf. Hold for a few seconds, then alternate to the other side. So when you flex that foot, that's what's really going to activate that calf stretch. If we're just pointing our toe, you're probably going to feel it more in that hamstring. Okay, try to even it out on both sides, whatever you did. And we're going to come to the mat. So we have a seated figure 4. So you're sitting up tall, bringing one leg in kind of towards that knee. And we're going to reach over that leg. And then you can kind of walk to the center. I just want you to really feel all the different stretches from this position. Let's go ahead and switch legs. Start over that leg. And then you can kind of walk to the center. Feel that stretch deep into your glute, deep into your side. Now we're going to come to a kneeling position. You're not going to necessarily push forward, but you're going to flex that glute, almost like you're trying to move that back knee forward. It's not going to go anywhere, but you're going to feel that nice stretch in the hips. You can also reach up and over as well for that side and just to activate it a little deeper. If you want to stretch out those triceps while you're there, be my guest. We'll switch to the other side. A little bit less time on this side take some extra here if you need it. Okay, then once you're feeling complete with that one, we're going to end with a cobra. So you're going to send those hips to the floor, continuing to engage that core to protect the low back. And you can just kind of wiggle side to side. We had a fast-moving warm-up, fast-moving workout, and a fast-moving cool-down. So take the extra couple minutes after this to give your body what it needs. Maybe you're heading into another workout. Who knows what you have next? But really take that extra leverage to give your body what it needs. I'm very proud of you for committing to this short, quick, and intense workout. My name is Erica. This is a workout complete.